Picture this. You find yourself in a dimly lit room, the air thick with anticipation and the whispers of curious minds. A figure rises to speak, and instantly the room shifts. Heads turn like sunflowers seeking light, drawn toward this magnetic presence. You're not just listening to words, you're being pulled into an orbit, a gravitational field of charisma so powerful it feels almost otherworldly. How does this seemingly magical influence take shape? That's the enigma of charisma, an energy that can beckon and beguile, and like a flame, it can warm or consume. Charisma. It's not just charm or likability. It's an alchemy of influence, where psychological elements blend to form something greater than their parts. Imagine charisma as a masterful painting, where colors collide, emotions are evoked, contrasts create depth. It captures attention and stirs the soul. Now imagine this. The brushstrokes are invisible psychological techniques, each deliberate and designed to connect, to inspire, or perhaps to manipulate. At the heart of this painting is the art of persuasion. This isn't the forceful hand of coercion, but a gentle, almost invisible guide that leads the mind along a particular path. Think of a skilled conductor guiding an orchestra without touching an instrument. Instead of notes and scales, a charismatic person uses understanding and empathy, spotting the subtle signals in body language, the unspoken needs in a conversation. They reflect back what they perceive, like clear water showing you a reflection of yourself, enhanced, made to feel seen and understood. The power of charisma often lies in this mirroring, the ability to be both a chameleon and an amplifier. You feel understood even when you haven't spoken a word. It's in this deep resonance where influence blooms, creating a bridge between hearts and minds. Charismatic people, whether knowingly or not, use this bridge to build rapport. The listener feels a connection so tangible, it's as if the air between you is charged with electricity. But the dark psychology of charisma is not always so benevolent. Like a garden path that can lead through both sunlit meadows and shadowy forests, charisma can also deceive. It can be used to seduce the senses into believing something that isn't there, creating illusions that distract from reality. You've likely experienced this in the presence of someone whose confidence is so profound. Their words carry weight even when those words might be empty shells. Confidence is a key ingredient in this psychological concoction. It's that inner fire that illuminates the self, making the impossible seem possible. However, to the unsuspecting, confidence can also masquerade as competence. In the realm of charisma, perception can often outweigh truth, allowing what is deeply flawed to appear flawless. The polished veneer can sometimes hide the hollow inside, yet the effect remains mesmerizing. There is a sensory component to charisma that's just as crucial. It's not merely what you hear, but what you feel, see, and sometimes even taste in the air, an indistinct flavor of something greater than yourself. A charismatic individual can transform a mundane moment into a tapestry of rich, vivid impressions, a feast for the senses. A word becomes a melody, a glance becomes a promise, and suddenly you're not just in a conversation, you're in a moment of creation, of shared experience. Yet, as with all potent forces, charisma requires mindfulness. It beckons us to examine our vulnerabilities. Why do we follow? What whispers prompt us to lean in, to agree, to believe? The answers often lie in our desires, to belong, to be right, to be led into realms of possibility we cannot navigate alone. Charisma, at its best, reflects our highest aspirations. It encourages, inspires, and elevates. But when misaligned, it can exploit those very aspirations, leading us astray under the guise of guidance. What is pivotal here is awareness, an understanding of our own narratives. In recognizing our own susceptibility, we reclaim our power, making conscious choices about whom we allow to lead us and why. There lies an emotional insight, a quiet whisper beneath the noise of everyday life. Charisma, stripped of its allure, is a reminder of our innate longing for connection, for authenticity, for something greater than the sum of our parts. It is an invitation to explore the light and shadow within ourselves. As you reflect on the impact of charisma in your life, ask yourself, what is it that truly moves you? Behind the curtain of influence, what is the story you aspire to tell? Understanding this, you hold the brush to your own canvas, painting your narrative with intention. Let this awareness be your guide as you navigate the charismatic landscapes of human interaction, grounding you in truth and possibility.